He's like, go forward. He's smacking this guy in the head with the flag. Welcome, race fans, watermelons, and wood chips, presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance, episode 21. Had to look at my sheet. We just keep clicking them off.
It's on there, though.
Yeah, I know. Good thing we got the admin guy over here, Josh Reynolds. To my right, to the left, as always, Jonathan Logue. And we got a transplant with us today, Josh Appel, IMCA Sport Mod Racer. And Josh, I don't think you know what you're getting yourself into today, but we had a little bit of a change of schedule, and then Jonathan was like, well, Josh is coming up to get his car. We might as well just throw him on here.
Yeah, thanks, Austin, you dick, for not making the schedule. Thanks, Josh, for, I thought it'd be kind of cool to, we want to get Austin on here because he was our track champion at the Dwarf Car Finger Dance class. But Josh was coming down, and I just kind of thought, picking up his hot rod all wrapped up there by cap signs and bodied by the old Matt Avila and B. Avila over there at the Logue Fab deal. And I just thought it'd be kind of cool to get somebody that doesn't necessarily race Boone a lot, but has raced there and races up in Britt and Algona and Mason City and Kansas. I learned today. I learned some pretty cool stuff about Josh. So thanks for filling in for Austin.
Yep, just glad it worked out. Coming up to get the car. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I think I saw a Snapchat. Is it blue?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's same design as last year. We didn't change too much up. Just added a couple logos and whatnot.
Which is going to pick him up probably 2 or 3 tenths, both quarter panels with the Rage and the Logue Fab ARS Avila suspension stickers on there. I'm guaranteeing it's worth at least 2 tenths.
I think so.
Probably get the quarter panel ripped off by Matt if we ever come to Boone.
He did say he's going to feed some people some right rears.
He did, confidently.
Very good.
And I love it.
I tried to feed him one at Clasuth there last year, but he still beat me.
It was in that mechanics race, wasn't it? Or not the mechanics, but the
race of champions.
The race of champions. He was strong up there.
Yeah,
that week.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and coming off of the race party, right? And you still got got the Bobcats Wheel of Fun over here still set up, but
it was a great night. Yeah, we had a lot of people here. I was just telling the fellas here before we got started, I'm like, man, there were some pretty important people from Boone Speedway. I was disappointed Kathy didn't show up, but I know she's down there hanging out with Dad somewhere in Florida, two opposite ends of the state there, I'm sure. But I was like, I was telling everybody, I'm like, man, everybody's like, man, there's a lot of people from the Boone Speedway here. And I'm like, I know, and I don't even get any freaking favoritism, ever. You'd think it'd be a thing. They come and they hang out, and they're like your friends, but in public, they have to be disciplined. And they do a great job at it. But we had an excellent turnout here. The food was good. We had a lot of fun with the Bobcat spin the wheel. Everybody that won on the wheel, Pa, Arlen Hennings, which is, if nobody knows who Arlen is, but he lives at the racetrack there in my uncle's old place. But we did an alcohol giveaway, which was 24 lattes, 750 of Captain, 2 750s of the Dr. McKillicuddy's, the cherry and the menthol, and then we had a 750 of Fireball and a handle of Tito's. And it was a $20 spin, right? And Pa don't drink, but he won the $20 deal. It was the only thing he got in on because it was the only number left. We had the chicken bingo. That went phenomenal. My brother-in-law won that. It was worth $145.
Didn't take long.
It didn't take long. They say a chicken shits normally 3 to 6 minutes, depending on circumstances. And see I tell everybody when we're doing that. You heard me, Josh. Blow on it. We need all the women up here to blow on its ass. Well, all the squares. There's 2 house squares in the middle. So when they all surround the cage, the chicken stands in the middle. So I'm trying to just increase my odds, But that thing spun around and. I think it was number 28 that shit on. But then the 50-50. It was $1,100 50-50. I mean, J. Neals won the 50-50. And then we were here until 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was a good time.
Well, so Angie and I, we had a good time. Angie came a little late. She was down at show choir for our oldest, and but she came up, ate some food, and we had a good time. I got permission from her to do a little bidding, so got myself some panels, which I sent a picture to G, so we'll have him put them on the.
Boone Speedway pays me more in one way, folks.
So, but then Jonathan helped me carry out the panels to my car, and I'll be damned if we didn't find something on the back of my car.
Yeah, I found mine in the fucking morning while I was in Humboldt.
Yes.
Dude. So we had, obviously, I had to leave because Junior was all worried about making weight and the big district tournament and stuff. So I stayed. We did the podcast. I hung out for a little while. Ended up going home, and we ended up going work out, hitting the sauna and whatever. So I drove it to the gym.
Oh, you drove around town first?
I drove it to the gym. And in the morning,
I love you, Jake.
Jacob's going to be so happy.
yeah. I texted him, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. And he's like, I don't know why you would assume that it was me. But no, so we go into weigh-ins, and then every year when we go up to Humboldt for districts, we go to that little Hy-Vee. They got like a, breakfast spot in there. And we were walking back out, and Kellen is just busting out laughing.
Hold on, who's with you? Is it just you and Kellen, or was your mom and?
No, it's just me, Kellen, and Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's busting out laughing. He's like, Dad! I'm like, what? He's like, you got to look at this. I'm like, what? He's like, look what's on the back of your truck. And I'm like, and I knew as soon as he said that there was something stuck to the bumper. And I was like, I knew exactly where it came from, and I get out. It was pretty funny.
Well, I had nothing to do with it.
Nope.
So don't even either one of you be looking over here like I was involved in this.
I knew it wasn't you because I saw the surprise on your face when you saw it on my car.
I played that well, didn't I?
I will say this: Kellen was wound tighter than shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that loosened him up, and then he had a pretty good day after that.
Yeah, he did. He did well, and he was still pretty sick, but he battled through it, and he won the district. So
yeah, good job, Kellen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So money. It was a good deal, and now I'm just stressed out making spreadsheets. The only spreadsheets I ever make are for wrestling tournaments and the district tournament.
Don't forget about King of the Hill.
Yeah, King of the
Hill. Do that every once in a while too.
So 3 different spreadsheets I'm capable of making, and 2 of them have to do with wrestling. But
that's right.
No, it was a good day. It was fun. Boys wrestled good. Cooper ended up getting 5th. That was like the most heartbreaking part because, like I was telling you guys off air, like we knew the kid ahead of him, the match ahead of him decided if he was going to be able to wrestle back for true 4th because they take 4. And the kid we thought was going to win didn't win. And I told Kellen, I'm like, don't say anything to your brother because, like, I still want him to – he's not paying attention right now to what's going on. Like, I still want him to wrestle. And he went out and won, and he was all pumped up. And I'm like, had to break the news to him that he wasn't going to get the wrestle back. So that was a little tough. But it was a good teaching moment, good learning lesson for him because he's been a little bit – lacking in the area of doing extra practices and stuff, and he's got a lot of anxiety when it comes to doing some new stuff like that, going to the big club practices and whatever. So I think in the long run it's going to be better for him, but right now it sucks for him.
Got to end it on a win though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that good time to end it out on the day. So
yep.
But so that was the weekend. We had the Bobcat Den party, and Josh got some stuff and district tournament, and now we're here.
It was a hell of a party. It was. That was my first one. It won't be my last.
I'm usually try to be really prepared for it because it's like, the people that give you the money to go and do your dream or just your hobby, like you want to be, you want to have a good presentation. And I left my sponsor list at home. And so we gave away Jane from Icon Images did my sponsor plaques this year, which was a Iowa, our race car with the Iowa cutout as like a little plaque thing, and then we gave everybody one of them little die-cast cars. So I'm like up there behind the TV.
That's why you were reading off of it.
And I
knew it.
And I was reading the sponsors off the car. Like I'll be honest, I just choked.
Sure.
I was so overwhelmed up there with everything that was going on. Like, well, when we were doing the podcast, there was like 30 people that showed up, and like awesome. They did an awesome job. Everybody was, after we got done there, they're like, we all had to go to the Adobe because we had to be quiet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you guys showed up an hour early. Like they were going to miss a spot or something, a chair.
Yeah, we had a good audience. That was nice.
but I just, man, and it still bothers me that I missed that. And then I'm like up there and I'm like, man, I think I got everybody that's here. And I look over and Doug and Luann Ellsbury, they're just on my decking, it just says Doug and Luann with their little motorcycle thing or whatever. And I'm like, I think that's everybody. And then I'm like, oh no, Doug and Luann. And then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot Arnold's. Troy was here with Jamie. And I'm like, oh man. It's just to me, I would be upset if I was forgotten, at a deal, and because I'm usually really prepared for that crap. But it was good. The video was good. It was cool. Like, so, huge shout out to Todd Cooney Racing. He calls me on Saturday and he's like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, we're getting ready for the race party. Like, I'm trying to like hurry up and get off the phone, whatever. And he's like, we got anybody in Des Moines? I'm like, no. He's like, well, if you have anybody down there, I'll donate some stuff to your party. And I'm like, oh, well, dude, that's cool, Well, Andrew Rice comes up to the party and walks in with these 2 Ryan Gustin doors off the late model. He's got some shirts. He had some little doors. And I'm like, we're in the middle of the auction. Sniffer's on the call. I'm like trying to explain, like, yeah, and this Ryan Gustin, blah, blah. Well, the TV was right next to Sniffer, and they were interviewing Ryan Gustin while I'm like, it's actually that guy's shit right there. It was just, and the volume was off, so we were watching, but it just worked out. So it was kind of cool that it's like, this is a professional racer.
I wanted to tell you this. He was on there for a while, and they just kept extending it. I got on the secret channel and told him, hold him up. Just hold him up. And then,
weird.
And then
I appreciate that. One time I appreciate the secret channel.
But he did. He stayed on there for a while. It was pretty cool. Like, it just happened to happen right at that moment.
I don't know. It was cool as shit. So we raised some really good money. We raised just right around $6,000. Had a lot of people donate stuff. There wasn't hardly any food left at the end of the night. There was one piece of chicken that looked like it was. I'm like, I was so hungry. We had Crispitos. We had the nacho spread. I mean, we usually only fill that one area with stuff, and then we put like treats and stuff over by the sink because they're a little messier. And we had, it was insane. We had food everywhere, and people were just showing up bringing food that I didn't even ask. So thank you if you are listening. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
But it was hot too. There were so many people in here.
I've never seen you that busy, by the way.
That was one of our the only other party that was bigger than that one was when we were up there. It was the first year I won Super Nationals, and I'll never forget it. My Uncle Jeff tried auctioning off my trophy because it was a whole deal. But it was. I couldn't believe it. There were so many. Great turnout, and I seen a lot of new faces. Which I don't know if that's good or bad, but because I got to thinking, I'm like, man, like I got 35 sponsors. Well, you if they bring their spouse, you're 70 plus people in this little. It's not little; it's a great size shop, but I felt like there was a couple hundred people here.
There was a
Saturday night.
There was a lot. Yep.
Yeah.
And I even met a couple that thought that the GM title was something we made up for the show.
Seriously?
They didn't know who I was anyway. They never had met me or anything like that. So
that's crazy.
But they knew me from the podcast. And then when Jeff called me the podcast guy, and then it was, oh, hey, came over and introduced themselves. So
wait, Were you here when Josh showed up? Oh yeah, you were
Yeah.
here. I mean, I was like, he was official. He had the Boone Speedway jacket.
Oh, yeah.
on. Oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't the jacket, the pull up.
Yeah.
Polo.
That was the corporate the
Yeah,
corporate
right.
polo.
That was the Cody got a damn big deal on these on these shirts, so he printed her up. But yeah, that was Angie's idea. She thought I needed to look official for some reason. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It was official.
Booby
Yeah.
came walking in wearing his actual like Boone official shirt.
Booby, I could not. He was piled. Or he got piled.
He did.
Got to that point of being piled.
He came up and sat on the bench before they auctioned it. Did you see that?
Yeah, oh yeah. I seen him. Like I was just so shocked. I mean, Hank showed up.
Yep.
We had the big L and M, and we had Colton's wife's name,
Dakota.
Dakota. All right.
Yep.
Colton, Dakota. We had Rod and Sarah and Cody and Josh and Ange, and I'm just like, and Jake. I'm like, holy shit.
Yep.
I like yell at these people during the summertime, like
come
in
to
the
eat.
heat of the moment.
And they come to eat free food at your party.
I didn't think about that. Dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only came here for the free food.
Well-
No, you guys stayed forever.
Oh, we
it
stuck
was
around.
way past. The food was
yeah.
gone by the time you guys left.
Right. Yeah. Well, then and everybody stuck around too because Jerry was here. We were giving him.
Oh,
a
I
little bit
forgot
of
about
shit.
Jerry. Speaking of that, 21. One more for the Jer. Did some digging on Josh Appel here today, trying to not get dirt, but like who's his rival. I've raced with Josh back in the day.
Who'd you call? You talked to somebody, didn't you?
I'm just gonna keep that confidential.
Secret source. I gotcha.
Well, I just don't want to ruin episode 23 or 24.
Okay.
We'll let it be known then. We'll let it come out. But I called up and Harlan, say his last name.
Harlan. The official from.
Yes. Hold on.
No, Dwight. Dwight Harlan.
Dwight Harlan.
Dwight
Dwight
Harlan.
Harlan.
Old
See,
DW.
Old DW. Right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean Josh Appel. I mean I forget that you moved up here from Kansas.
Yep. It was.
Why?
I was, however, it was 20. I think November 2015 is when I moved, and so I would have been 20 something, young, dumb. Said screw it, so decided it was either then or never, and moved up here. And it was really all. I would blame Whitehurst and Levi Chip.
That's who I should have called.
Yep.
Whitehurst. I knew it.
Because out of all the years we went to Boone, just for the Super Nationals, I met those two, and I'm sure that's a time.
Oh yeah, that's a good time.
And those two talked me into moving, and yeah, Nate was the one that told me just to come to Mason. Actually, Gruber was supposed to. We were all gonna, or me and him were gonna move up here, and then his kind of fell through, and so Nate told me just to move up to Mason, and so that's just what I did.
Damn. So Cam pulled out on the deal.
Yeah, we actually. I got to mention it because we came to the night of 1,000 and 10,000 stars before I moved, and we were just sitting. I mean, we didn't know anybody at that time, and we were sitting in the stands, and it was during the first night, first feature. Cars are going around. Bullet gets hit in the leg with a lug nut. We're like, holy shit, someone's going to lose a wheel. Next lap, another one flies up and hits me in the leg. No one ever lost a wheel, but that was one of the.
Damn.
I guess that would be the only other track I think I went to other than Super Nationals before I moved up here.
Wow. Welcome to Iowa, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Cam's
Yeah.
got to stay back because he's got to keep an eye on the Munjor Wolves there, this neighbor's place over there. You ever
Yeah.
see those Snapchats?
Oh,
that he
yeah.
sent? He'll send us Snapchats, and it's like at midnight, and you'll just hear like this howling.
It's like a
and
pack.
he lives in how big is Munjor? Probably as
Uh,
big as this shop.
Yeah, it ain't.
There's
it
like
ain't
literally
big.
2 roads in the town. It's just never seen some of the wildest stuff that he sends us from
But there's
Munjor,
a bar.
Kansas.
There's a bar there.
Uh-huh. It's about the only thing. That and Cam's place. But
Yep.
so talk to us about that. So you've moved up here, right? But you did race for a long time out there, right? How long? When did you start? How'd you get going out there?
Well, looking at the sheet makes me seem like a long time ago, but we actually raced dirt bikes since I was like 10 or something. And then I think I was just going into high school, and my mom had a car wreck and got paralyzed, and so that kind of changed everyone's mindset, I guess, a little bit of how we did things. And then my dad, I think it was probably 2 summers after that happened, my dad just was like, we grew up probably 2 miles from a racetrack in Jetmore, which is closed down now. So we'd always go and watch, but it was mainly sprint cars. And my dad just one day was like, you know what? I think we'll just go get a modified. And he bought a old BMS and told me if I stayed out of trouble and helped out on the weekends and everything, that maybe he'd let me drive it. So I think that he drove it for, I don't know, a year and a half maybe. And then I kind of took over from there, and then we just raced there in Dodge City for, I don't know, several years. Well, I guess 2, 3 that I ran the mod, and we wrecked some shit. It was, that was a time. I mean, that was when everyone that I can remember at that time always had huge, like 427 open motors. Just, I mean,
back when, we refer to it as when modified racing was real modified racing.
I mean,
that's not a jab, but
and that was like, I mean, it don't seem as bad now because of how things cost, but back then we weren't going to go out and buy none of that because, 1, I was wrecking shit every night, and 2, it was just not in our budget, so we were pretty underpowered anyway. And then we had another guy that had an old frame just sitting out back, and I think that was about the time the sport mods started coming about. So my dad threw it together. He was racing it, and I just hopped in it one night just for hot laps, and I was like, oh, that feels about the same as racing the mod. It's like, why don't I'll just race with you. And then I've just stayed in the sport mod ever since then.
Kind of took to it. I mean, did you have some success down there before you came up here? Because all I've ever known of you up here, when I hear your name, I think, okay, he's pretty quick in the sport mods. Because like I said, I haven't been around you that much. But did you have any success down there?
I mean, ever since I went to a sport mod, I've won at least one race every year, except for 2021. I mean,
what happened in 2021?
I raced USRA pretty much the whole year. Yeah. We just don't need to talk about that.
We're bringing it up. I mean, because
I don't care.
I mean, we kind of get why maybe you went to do the USRA thing, like Mason City switching over, and it's kind of close for you.
They had the deal going with a little bonus deal with Fort Dodge, Webster, and Mason. So it was just kind of one of those that we started out racing those because they were all racing before, like Britt and Algona started up. So we had a couple nights in, and it was, you had to have perfect attendance to get like 100% of the point fund thing that they had. And it was only down to like, I don't know, 5, 6 people at that time. And so I was like, well, we might as well just stick with it. And
so did you get the extra point fund money?
I did. I didn't win it, but we got it. It made it worth it.
Yeah, but you seeked out to a goal of being in attendance, and that's a strict thing. And you went after something that's a little bit more than what the IMCA stuff is.
Yeah, I mean, we left everything IMCA to other than tires.
Well, then that says a lot about what IMCA is doing. You're going to go to another sanctioning body and compete, and you obviously ran in the top 5. I mean, attendance was a big part of that, but you stuck it out, and you were still successful in that. To me, that's a win.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we could finish in the tech with that deal, it was a good time. But then going back to before I moved, we just ran Dodge mostly, and we'd go to like RPM Speedway in Hayes and Waukene. But Dodge was it's close enough to Oklahoma that they'd let Southerns race with us. So I'd always get beat by the same one or two Southerns, and it just got frustrating because we were good, but not quite good enough to beat them every night.
Well, but though too, them guys are on a little bit different rule package, a little different motor package, no different than the USRA cars.
Different tire, too,
different
aren't they?
tire.
Yeah, bigger blade.
Yeah, bigger blade. It's a full framed sport mod on a metric frame. They're a really cool class. What do we know why they quit doing the Southerns at Nationals?
I just don't think they ended up having the numbers.
Numbers, yeah.
Well, I think they got fully rained out one year too, and that wasn't.
Oh
a
yeah,
good
that's
deal.
right. We did have to because that was the year we had to cut them, and then I think late models got cut one year.
That or
was the
that was year,
compacts.
might have been
Was it the compacts too?
I think.
might have been the year they moved the late models to like Thursday or
Yeah.
I know that there was some.
I just remember like Tim Donlinger, had a Southern, and to me, what was so crazy about the Southerns is how tight they were when they were up here, and racing and stuff, like just completely different thing. But it was really cool to have them guys come up and be a part of that. Maybe someday they'll be able to make that work and get them guys to come back up here.
Yeah, there was one year that we went out to Duel in the Desert, Vegas, and IMCA had, I don't know if it was the first year they brought the sport mods out there, but they ran both the Northerns and Southerns together. And that would have been I think it was 2011. But we went out there with the powerlift cars, and Jason was racing Southerns, and we were, I think he won his heat race, and then was like checked out on him in the feature. Well, that like the racetrack was getting really, really rough, and like the cars are bouncing like clear off the ground, and I'm just like, hang on to it, like he's winning the race. I'm like, that'd be so, thinking this would be awesome to win a Duel in the Desert deal, especially he hadn't been racing that much. And, but those Southern cars, man, with the metric frame, they would just roll right through the holes. And like, it was just like a Sunday drive for those dudes. And the 2-bar cars are just like, wham, wham,
Right.
Up and down off the ground.
Well, and there's something too, it's like there's some funny rule at the front end or how all that all works. I built one at Harris back in the day when Kyle kind of got into that deal, and they're quite a bit different than an IMCA sport mod. So they look a lot alike, but
they're closer to like a stock car.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
With a blade on it, and I think like they've got to use stock steering, and like it's just some weird,
like the tranny, and
it's just some weird stuff. But it's a really cool thing.
They have a Chevy rear end too.
I just know the guys are changing transmissions instead of gears. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they get 2 rear end options or something, something goofy. Like I could be completely way wrong. Maybe Jim could elaborate on that.
I just know they're a pain in the ass to see over when you're going around after yellow, and you're like, man, I cannot see the row in front of this person to know when we're going.
So, anyways, you go from there and then start coming up here, and so you've been here for. That's funny. You've been here longer than I guess, because I've always hung out with you when like at Super Nationals with the Kansas group. So I always thought that you were with, from Kansas. And then I started putting 2 and 2 together, but I didn't realize you'd been here for that long.
Yeah, we don't really come to Boone all too much. I mean, couple weekly shows I think here and there, and then ever since I moved, Super Nationals has always kind of been like every now and then we'll come down. It's just life kind of not really gotten in the way, but other stuff is going on to where don't use a whole week of vacation. It's kind of harder. And then to where when I lived in Kansas, that was just like you look forward to that all year. You're like, oh, we're going to go to Boone in September. And
it kind of does it kind of go back to what we've talked about, like right here in Central Iowa? right?
Yeah, I mean, and then I don't know. I'm gonna be probably one of the fewer people that will think this, but from coming to just Super Nationals and being like the atmosphere and the people, and then you come to a weekly show, it's so weird. It's like, man, there's no one here, but there's still a boatload of people.
Yeah.
It's just, you're going around and you're like, all right, the catwalks aren't full. You can see everything. There's just not a bajillion people unless you're by Logue's trailer. And I mean, it's just different. But I'm not saying I don't like coming here. I do. Just then when we run Algona and Britt Thursday, Friday, you're hoping to not get torn up, and then you could come down here. It's just kind of tough.
I've talked about it. It's like if I had to go anywhere to Super Nationals, like travel like some of these people that travel, I don't know if I'd go every year. You know, like you said, like a lot of people look at it as like, oh shit, it's Boone. And I look at it as like, be a long week. The hammies are going to be fried by Wednesday. I'm going to be working on people's shit. I'm going to spend at least $200 on steak sandwiches over the course of the week. You know what I mean? Like, like it's just, I don't know. But being 2 miles from it, it's like, I mean, yeah, of course I'm not missing shit.
Well, now you can balance the steak sandwiches with a burger once in a while.
I don't. Yeah. I'm gonna pound the burgers for like the first 6 weeks, okay? Because I'm gonna be the biggest critic on it. Like, what seasonings are we using? Are we getting these
He's
cows
gonna be back there
locally?
running the grill.
Yeah,
It's possible.
you might see it.
It's possible. He's going to wear many hats this year. We know that. He's worn a lot of hats on the podcast so far.
That is true.
I mean, I'm just saying, I busted out this old photo of myself.
Yeah. Right, you've liked modified racing ever since you were little.
I mean, I made quite a few laps right here before I even knew what the world was.
I bet you did.
I did. Yeah.
I see a Beavis and Butthead like little cartoon of Jonathan riding around with 5 times.
Well, hey, should we kick it off to our first break? I can't really see the thing. I think it says 30 minutes.
33?
Oh, yeah. We're
doing all right.
Yeah, we're all right. But let's kick it off to our first break. Send it over to Central Iowa Diesel Performance. And then when we come back, we'll talk more with Josh on his racing and what he looks to accomplish in the years to come. And maybe we'll be able to see him here at Boone a little more. So
we're sure going to try and talk him into it anyway.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's got it now. He's obligated. But we'll be back from the break. You've been watching Watermelons and Woodchips.
Central Iowa Diesel Performance is a full-service preventative maintenance and truck repair center in Ames, Iowa. While they specialize in high-performance applications, they can do fleet repair, engine maintenance, transmission repair, or things such as brakes and electrical. Anything diesel truck related, Central Iowa Diesel Performance is your go-to shop. Check them out at www.centraliowadieselperformance.com.
Welcome back, race fans. Watermelons and Woodchips presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance. And we've been talking to Josh Appel, and like we said before the break, you know, he's a transplant from Western Kansas, and now he's back up here racing in Central Iowa. And I guess what beyond just meeting some friends at Super Nationals that talked you into moving up here, like, do you feel like, and we talked to a lot of people that kind of just move into this area, do you feel like being out here makes you a better race car driver with all the competition that's here?
Oh yeah, I mean, just in general, of you can race so many more nights. I mean, seat time's huge. And then we struggled to, I don't know how many nights we used to run, but other than Dodge City, there where my parents live, the next closest place was like, I think it was 120 miles one way. And so, I mean, now that we're up here, when I drive, even coming to Boone, it's 90-something miles. I'm used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, or I've went to Tipton, Donaldson, just places like that. That's several hours, and people be like, I can't believe you're driving that far. And I'm like, dude, I grew up doing that for so many years. The driving ain't nothing new. I mean, it's definitely nice not having to drive as far, but yeah, just racing so much more, I think, has made me faster. And then the competition level is just, not saying that back home's bad, but you just got so many more guys everywhere you go that they can win. I mean,
right. Well, two things. Number one, you don't have to race against Gruber.
Yeah.
On the norm.
Do you run better tires than Cam?
Yes.
I mean, most
definitely.
people do.
Yes.
But
Everyone on the planet probably does.
The one thing, I mean, he's been that way for ever since I known him, and not just tires. There was one night in Dodge, he was leading, and he had a piece of shit motor in. This thing, I mean, we're like lap 7 into this deal. Had a yellow come out. His motor dies, wads up the whole field because no one's paying attention. He gets it refired, and since I'm friends with him, I was in second, and I knew about that. And so I'm sagging back as we're going into 3-4 car lengths, just waiting. And then, because I know it ain't taking off, and I'm already past him a couple car lengths by the flag stand, and he's just like, oh shit.
Well, the second thing I got on that was, it ain't that hard to drive to Boone. You just said it yourself. So we're going to see you more often this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably come down at least a couple times. I told Cody not too long ago, just from listening to this podcast, I was like, man, makes me want to race Boone more now that I know about more history and everything that Jonathan talks about. It's just a lot of things I didn't know about, and it just, yeah, it makes it seem like it's a even better place than what I already thought it was.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean,
jeez.
Golly,
Golly, trying to get a free pit pass or what? They do not do favoritism, but I will tell you.
I thought Jonathan was getting ready to tear up. Oh, he's getting ready to go on a rant.
Well, it's like the first person, because I get a lot of shit because everybody's like, oh, Boone Speedway, and it's like they get all the cool stuff. It's like, well, build a venue like it and be as badass as they are, and then you can say that you're cool like they are.
Yeah.
Step
up.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, now it's taken them 38,000 years to get there, or how many ever it's been. You know what I mean?
Right,
but,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to come down for the Harris Clash because you've never won the Harris Clash, right?
No, I haven't.
I mean, you're going to come down.
I led it. Well, I don't know. I think it was the last year. It was at Deer Creek. I led it for, I don't know, 7 or 8 laps.
Thanks for avoiding that. I appreciate
He
it.
wanted to.
So do all the listeners. They appreciate
We'll
it.
skip that one. And then I think Fett passed me, and then I think I piled her in the wall. And that was probably the closest I've been to one.
So, I mean, you got the Harris Clash. You got the Frostbusters. You've got the Salute to Veterans race. Have you ever been a Salute to Veteran?
I haven't been
a chose car?
Nope, I haven't been a chosen car. I don't think I've ran Boone either since it switched to the 3 race deal. I
mean, Boone is the biggest paying show that week.
I think
Isn't
Algona had him beat for
because of the championship.
I think it was just because I think they move it every year, don't they? Like change
the championship thing.
Yeah.
Well, see, they just started doing that here. What,
but
2 years ago?
I guess
2 years. I guess I'm referring to when. What was it, the second year? I guess Boone's only had the Salute to Veterans for 3 years. So
I thought the mods were bigger at Boone than the other 2 nights.
I think they do.
At one point, they were.
There was one
Each
year
night
that was
has a
an
class that's
increase.
a
Yeah, it's
little
like
bit,
a dip.
Yeah, which
each
is
night's a
cool that
different class
Jason
that's
them
higher.
do that.
Yeah.
And do the championship thing. Like, thanks, Gary Meyer family.
Right.
I think they're the ones that kind of push that championship deal. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of big sport mod paying shows at Boone. So we need to get that 65 down here.
Yeah, I think the last probably like non-Super Nationals or Prelude show I came to was I think a 4th of July race when you still had a sport mod and I was leading and you of course had to pass me. But
I suck on 4th of July too.
Apparently you didn't that
yeah,
night.
you didn't.
My exo lady and one of my ex-pit guys is their birthdays are on the 4th of July, so it was always a lot of pressure. I just sucked all the time, or I'd get taken out or I'd take somebody out. And then my dumb ass, we were just talking about it last podcast. I'm like, yeah, you guys always made it a points night, so we couldn't go anywhere else. Well, then come to find out it never really was. I don't know if that was my way. It's just saying that I had to be there with my race car, or
keep
I just
telling yourself that.
didn't. Yeah, right. Or I just didn't even read a single thing, and it just said we're racing on 4th of July, which, being in the pit area, is the best place for the fireworks show, in my opinion.
It is fun.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, that 4th of July show, though, being in the pits, it's a completely different deal because you got all those guys with all the trailers. It's like they're out in the North Field just partying the whole time.
Seriously.
And then we're like, hey, trailer racers, time to go. And so they could bring all their trailers up, and that thing's just a freaking circus.
And like before, when we were kids, before they did, before the Speedway did really anything during the 4th of July, I mean, we were always packing into like Pat Clemens or what was that old bakery out there next to Pat Clemens?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was like the old Hostess deal or whatever.
Yeah, Orscheln's and shit. Like, I mean, it was a thing, like you all packed in there, and it was cool then. Well, I was always behind the racetrack because my family, I was the married-in family. Dave Musser's family was the Davises that owned, some of that land and that house. So we were always right in the parking lot, basically.
Prime seats.
Prime spot.
Oh yeah.
But it just hits a little bit different down there in the pit area. It's like you're right underneath of all the explosion stuff.
Well, it's just got that night has a different atmosphere.
It
for
does.
some reason.
And the other part of it for us, we're like in a constant, like we got to get this because we got to time everything so
That's
that we
probably
get finished.
part, yeah.
And then the fireworks.
Yeah, you can
That
tell
might
when
be
you
part of
guys are fucking up because it's sped up in certain times of the show, which is horse shit for us racers because we're prepared. We're on a timeline.
Understood.
We're on like a, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Understood. And this one's going to be a little different this year. And we still, I mean, honestly, we don't know how it's going to go because
It's on Saturday.
it's on Saturday. So it's going to be a regular night. And we got
Points night. Probably
points
too.
night.
Weird.
Yeah, it will be a points night.
Yeah, it's on a Saturday.
We
It'll be a
think
points
it'll
night.
be a
Yeah.
points night.
Yeah.
We don't think there's going to be anything
I
different.
vote no points night.
I mean,
How many people like to go and grill and get
100%.
tossed over?
I get it.
Like,
Sometimes our
I mean,
announcer-
regardless, I'm going to be there. But I'm just saying, like,
Sometimes our announcer, right, for that show.
I will not.
The 1 year. Oh.
Dude, Jerry was pickled. He can say whatever he wants.
was he?
Oh, man.
Smoked.
When?
Yes. It was the year that he had the Joe Duvall race suit on.
Oh, God.
He rode that moped it was a snowmobile, wasn't it? He was going to launch it off the ramp. He said he was going to.
Yeah, because the 1 year, him and Kellen raced each other, but that wasn't the year that
No.
he was hammered.
This was the year we had the little garden tractor or lawnmower demo derby.
We had a lot. I got to figure out what year that was.
Jerry Bug got pinched.
Oh my God! So, for anybody that doesn't know, that wasn't there that night. This is one of the funniest things. So we had
man.
because we had the burnout contest.
Yep.
And I think it had rained like crazy that day, and Lottie's like, "We got to get it in. Like, we have to get it in." And we knew that once the rain went away, we could still light the fireworks off.
Right.
So they're working on the racetrack, and we'd started later, I think, than normal. We cut a couple things out, and we had this. Lottie wanted to do this lawnmower demolition derby, so I contacted this place that does these lawnmower demolition derbies.
Okay.
So listen. So Jerry had been on the boat all day with Jackie, and I don't know if they were at Sailorville or they're at Clear Lake, I think, and they come down and it is just pouring rain, and we finally get everything going, and I'm like, Jerry's a little squirrelier than normal here. And he had a full race suit on that looked like Evel Knievel. It was like
Leather.
Oh, like it was just.
Dude,
Yes.
wasn't he on the front stretch
Yes.
with them? I remember
Yes.
this.
He's
Remember?
on the front stretch with the microphone. They're doing like the burnout contest because they used to have like the steel plate. You go out and do the burnout contest and whatever. And there's a really cool picture actually of him, and he's probably standing from like us to G, not very far away, and this thing is just roasting tires, and he's standing there like got the crowd going with the horns up, you know, in this suit. Well, he was just smoked.
He was in prime
Nobody knew, and
form.
everybody just thought Jer was being Jer.
And so they do the lawnmower demolition derby, and he's in the middle of it with his microphone, and he's got the flag. So anytime, like, he would go around and, you know, wave the flag when the guy was out and had to break his stick off or whatever. And, and he's standing there talking to the crowd, saying something, and this guy backs up and pins him up against the wall.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They could have cut his leg off. He wouldn't have felt it.
Oh, they seriously got him pinned up to the front stretch concrete, and he's turning around and he's hitting this guy in the helmet with the flag.
Man.
He's like, go forward, go forward. He's smacking this guy in the head with the flag. We have not had demolition derbies since then.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
but one of the funniest things I've
Over
ever
on
seen.
IMCA TV, I know this was recorded, and if you are listening, we are going to need footage of that moment.
Somebody's got it somewhere, right?
Right.
And typically that night's not on TV though.
Yeah.
Why is
That
that?
might have been one of the nights that it was. I don't know.
It
We have
could
to
be.
figure it out. But it's
Why-
only been on a couple times.
Why do they not do that?
I think it just depends on who is able to work that day, usually.
Oh, weird. So they get choices. We don't.
There you go.
That's cute.
I will not be
for
there.
filling that in.
I will not be there 4th of July. We have a strict rule now of no 4th of July racing. We blew up, I think it was either 2 or 3 years in a row.
We'll
And
quit being a
so-
cheap ass and get them motors rebuilt
Yeah.
before the middle of the season, bud.
We just don't go. We usually go to the Dales with the kids, and
All right.
Well, that's
just
what I'm
do
saying.
something else.
Like I've raced for 13 years. I've spent actually last year I was in my mod. I didn't go. I ended up going to the lake, and it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd done it for so long. I'm just like, man. But then when you get away from something, you get away from what you normally do. You're like, I mean, I miss it. But I'm like, now I'm watching it. Not 4th of July, but other events. And, or, being that it's not on there, you're looking on MRP and like, why don't we have Volusia on?
He's yelling at Katie.
Turn it on, please.
Hey, but they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. So when you step away from something like that,
I know. Today when I
Makes
went
you
out
wanna
to the
get back
Speedway
in.
to check it out,
Yeah.
I went out to the Speedway today and I get out there. And
look at
I'm
his
like-
face.
I'm like, man, I get out there and I'm like, oh, they put wood chips on it. Or, well, I noticed that, I don't know where you guys got Goliath's frickin' sheep's foot or whatever, but that thing is like huge. I mean, like I see it sitting there, but when it's hooked to the tractor
Yeah.
and it's like eye level with the cab,
She's big dog.
It's big.
big dog. I mean, that tractor's probably going, oh, Jesus. But I get out there and I'm like, screw it, I'm taking a lap. So I pull out onto the track and I'm like, I was like looking around to see if somebody was watching me, like I was going to get in trouble or something,
Well, we can just pull up the camera.
Yeah, well, you're going to see it. I mean, because I had the F-250 out there on the right rear in turn one, right where there's no hole. The hole's gone. I was telling Josh earlier, I get into 3 and 4 and I'm like, holy shit, like the dirt, like you go down, there's like a trench almost around the infield in the corners. And I get down to turn 1 and 2, and we all know that turn 1 retains all that water up against the wall. So I went ahead and spud mud all over the wall for Rod. No, I did. I thought about it, but then I'm like, it's probably pretty soupy, But I get into turn 2 or into turn 1, and I'm coming around there, and I'm like, man, like everybody knows that the top of turn 2, for whatever reason, like just the exit, like just enough to where it's like, you have to turn down a little bit when you're racing it. Not much, but you got to turn down. Well, I look up there and I'm like, oh, baby, she's burned.
Some guys,
Rod's got some berm over there, baby, and it's going to be spicy.
some guys don't turn down off 2, and we see what happens. and they meet right where Moses stands.
I hit that head on one time in a sport mod.
That's not fun.
That's not fun.
It doesn't move.
That was the time I walked down the backstretch and there Hank and was pulling my car. Robbie was pulling it on the little hillbilly, and the horn was touching the radiator and shit, just flat. And I'm just like, my dad's like, well, how bad is it? I'm like, it's junk. It's junk. I mean, I was just like beside myself, and I just wheel hopped a guy. It was just a racing deal.
Sure.
But when I hit the wall, Hank come up and like, I mean, I don't know if it knocked me out, but like, it definitely
Jarred
ranked.
you,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was around the top, and I come around there and wheel hopped a guy's right front, and it just took me Dale Earnhardt style straight into the wall.
Jellied your gizzard.
Yeah, we stubbed the car. I got
bet.
the stub out in the cemetery. But I'll just never forget that, because now that's what my Uncle Jeff's thing is if I wreck real bad, he'll just be like, it's junk. And I'm just like, But yeah, so the racetrack's looking,
She's looking prime.
but it's been nice the last 2 days too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's getting
getting in
close, but I really need 6 more weeks because we're hammered in the shop right now.
Right. Well, yeah, because you guys are putting race cars together while in one shop, while still working on your new shop. I saw you guys ripping out walls, putting new ones in, putting I-beams in, putting doors in. Like, how's that project going for you guys right now?
Well, it's been pretty slow. We were waiting on the great city of Boone. I applied for some grants. So we had to jump through some hoops and stuff and beat down all the Facebook criticizers. But the door store came over and put in our doors last Monday, and we're moving forward. We got the enclosed in, or the enclosed in. We got the building enclosed, except for the little addition and stuff, and so we're really pumped about it. But it's like at the same time, not really I'm in a big hurry to get in there because it's going to triple our size, but we're like dead in the middle of bodies and updates and stub jobs and new cars, and I'm an idiot. I figured Matt was going to give me some shit about it because it's like, we're still in the growing parts of this whole actually being a separate thing. I mean, we are Rage, but we build that stuff down here, and not a lot of people know that I moved that down here. This will be our 4th year. Coming February, it'll be our 4th year down here now, and Justin does all the modified sport mod stuff. We do keep everything in hand here for guys that are closer to us, as Josh brought his car down, and we added that 2 tents for him, and so we try to keep all that stuff on hand. Justin keeps all that stuff on hand up there, and it is getting bigger and bigger, but we need to get through some of these builds before I got one chance to build it the way I want to build a state-of-the-art shop, and that's, my dad's kind of like really pushing me to like quit being a tight ass, and not that we're cutting corners, but there's just things that I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to do it because I got one chance to do it. So we're excited about it.
What's your timeline?
Really, I was hoping to be in there by January 1. Well, then the whole city thing kind of slowed down just because we had to line everything up. And of course, I'm who I am. So I think when I call somebody, they should like do it that day and not, because that's what I do, because I'm an idiot and can't tell people no. But so that just kind of prolonged it a little bit, which is fine because it was colder and shit anyway. And like I said, we're super busy, but I think our goal is maybe June, July. My dad thinks that I should be in there by the end of March, but I'm like, Dad.
We're talking about like full-blown open, 100% ready.
I want to be open, full-blown open. Like I want to have, I don't know, I've never done it, but they do like the scissor cutting thing.
Ribbon cutting.
Oh, ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to do that whole deal with all the red coats. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Some people do scissoring too, but I think that's a little different.
Oh, scissor me timbers. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'd like to be open July. I'd like to be fully open in July and have everything set up. I want to do a little open house thing just to kind of show the community. We've had a lot of backlash on that because, I don't know, Boone just don't like new businesses. It's weird, isn't it?
It's the wildest thing, and you have some people in the community that The people that matter do care, right? But
For sure.
But then you have so many people that think that they just need to be louder than everybody else over the deal. Like, the whole crane thing was just wild to me. And it was just insane. Like, it's been there forever. Nobody's done anything with it. You guys go by the building, you take part of it and donate it to wherever, or sell it to whatever part of it, to the museum or whatever it was. And then, getting rid of the stuff that off of it that's not usable, and people are just losing their minds.
You're pulling on the Bobcat's whiskers here.
Well, no, it was like I felt like I was really trying to do the right thing. I got in contact with the Scenic Valley Railroad. Like I've lived here my whole life. I've rode the Thomas the train. I've had the dinners. I've been on the coal train, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to, preserve what we could. That building's been there for a long time. Now, the ladies across the street in the hair salon, Malice, I can't even remember her name, Angie's sister. Mm-hmm. She loves it. Mm-hmm. She's walking her dogs down the street, checking it out. Oh, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of positive things, and it was very hard for me to retain. I mean, it would have sounded like I probably used Chat GPT, but it was before then. It was all off the dome. I mean, but I wrote a nice, thanks for the criticism. Why don't you come check us out? We're a new business in town. And then we basically Matt and I were tacking yard ornaments together for about a week after that. Just because of what happened on Facebook. So people were like, oh, we didn't even know you were here, and so that was kind of cool, but it's in a really good location. There's a ton of traffic right there. So people were driving. I mean, there were people getting in almost accidents when we were cleaning that place out. I'm going to have G. Well, I haven't said nothing to G yet, but I'm gonna try to rub G's back a little bit. I got a bunch of videos that I've taken from start to finish of our project, and I'm gonna have him put together a little video of kind of what it transformed into. So, the crane, it's good. It went to a good home. The people of Boone are a little pissy. We did have a lot of good criticism about it. Yeah. So,
just growing pains, right? And just, I don't know. I don't want to open that can of worms, but it's just, it just seems to be that way sometimes around here. But, like I said, the people that do, the people that matter, seem to care.
The city has been a huge help. Everybody at the city's been awesome. The street department, everybody. The only people that haven't really been great to deal with is Line Energy. They're just I can't imagine their workload, and we're just one more name to the list for them to get out and do their work. And it's but other than that, it's been that and the homeless people. I don't know if they think that it's a shelter. Nothing against you guys, but there's no heat in there. It's colder than shit because there's no heat.
I don't think they're listening. But I mean,
if they're listening, I'm just saying.
If they are,
those are really the only ones that we've had any trouble with. So
really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for it because...
Did you put a podcast studio in there?
That's what I was going to ask next.
I mean, we could. I mean...
We get Matt kind of bit...
Look, Garrett's yes.
We can give Matt a little project. He could build something. We could set it up.
It'd be sweet.
Cool. We'll definitely have to do a remote one there.
We do have some land, a little bit of extra land there. Maybe we could just put up a little shed or something over there.
That'd be sweet.
A little he shed.
I don't know, though, because... Wilson's is right across the street, and we all know what kind goes in there. If you're ever having a bad day, that's the place to go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, and you got the can bandits, too.
Yep.
The can place is right there. So there's a lot of strange activity.
You got to watch out with the moped in the can place.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he fits right in with the riffraff over there. But moving on, should we go to...
You want to do a last break and then hammer? Or do you want to?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then we can go question and then the new segment.
We got a new segment.
Yeah, the new segment. I got to get those pulled up.
I'm pumped about that.
All right. Well, here, let's go. We can go do one more break here and then go to Elmquist Towing Question of the Week and then another new segment that's also able to be sponsored for anybody listening to this. And then, we'll wrap things up with Josh after that. But we'll go to the break. We'll come back with Elmquist Towing Question of the Week. You are listening to Watermelons and Woodchips. Next segment is brought to you by Logue Fabrication, your go-to shop for custom metal fabrication. From residential and commercial projects to auto racing applications, Logue Fabrication delivers quality and precision every time. They're not just fabricators, they're racers too. Proud home to Rage Hobby Stock and stock carts you see tearing up Boone Speedway every week. Whether you need a custom railing, a commercial build, or race-ready metalwork, trust the team at Logue Fabrication to get it done right. Logue Fabrication, where craftsmanship meets horsepower. We can help you stand out anywhere with P1 Promotions, the home of P1P Canopy. From the racetrack to the ball fields to trade shows and beyond, our custom pop-up canopies are built to showcase your brand in style, with multiple sizes and full customization available. But we don't stop there. P1 Promotions also delivers custom rugs, apparel, sportswear, trade show setups, and even P1P custom awards that make an impact. You can see all we have to offer at www.p1pcanopy.com. Welcome back, race fans. Watermelons and Woodchips presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance. And had a couple more questions for Josh before we get into the Elmquist Towing Question of the Week. But I'll let you kick this one off. This is kind of your baby.
It's like my favorite question that I finally remembered to freaking ask. How'd you come up with your race car number?
So when my dad got the mod, his trucking number was always 56, and so that's what he started with. And then, so when I took over the mod, I was still 18, whatever, and so he was paying for everything. So I just went ahead and stayed at 56, kind of just something for him. And then he went to and got the sport mod. He was 56M, and I just added a J while I had the mod. Well, then when I dropped back to a sport mod with him, I was like, hell, we're going to get confused pretty easy, same number. So I just flipped it, just went 65 just to kind of stay close to kind of what he had, and I didn't really have any other reason to switch to something else.
So that, when I see a 65 ever, my brother's motocross number was 65. So when he passed away, I found his number plate that he'd autographed and given me, and I didn't even realize I had it. So that was kind of wild. So whenever I see a 65 roll through the gate or onto the track, it's kind of special to me. So now I'm rooting for you, and you didn't even know it.
That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take all I can
favoritism. Jeez.
Sarah, we're going to bump Josh Appel up a couple rows in this one.
Yeah, I think he was ahead of that other guy.
The 69 goes backwards and the 65 up too.
I like the sound of this.
It's working out well. He might come to Boone more often.
Yeah.
And one thing that Jonathan always likes to talk about is rivalry. So
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I believe, like, we used to, rub quarters up there. I was trying to dig some up in Britt and Algona, and I was trying to, I do my I'm gonna really murder this. My due diligence. Yes. Is that right?
No.
Terrible. God. Of trying to find some, not dirt, but something to give you shit about. And I've had some success, but I couldn't dig up much on this 65J. And so I really put my thinking cap on and got a hold of
you said
a good friend. I almost screwed that up.
Close.
Got a hold of a good friend. I usually refer to him as Dickhead when I see him, but
a source.
A very good source. And he just kept telling me, well, now I don't have any of my notes in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I know you're working. It's okay. Just give me something. And the only thing that he could give me was, like Matt Luft. Just because he races at at both of those tracks a lot, and he's been very successful up there. I mean, I used to kick his ass all the time. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just kidding, Matt. I'm just kidding. Jeez, Matt's always raced me really good. But the people that I could really think of were the Fett brothers.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Dustin West one night, but I mean, like, you got to have, who is your kryptonite?
Yeah, I'd say the Fett brothers. I mean, if it wasn't, well, now that Colby moved up, if it wasn't Colby beating you, it was Alec. I mean, it was just you could
Who
never.
raced you cleaner?
I don't think.
Be honest.
I don't know. I race everyone pretty clean because I don't like to work on anything.
That's not what Dustin West said, dude. I'm just saying. There was a Facebook post about it.
That's all right.
I always raced with the Fets too up there, and we always raced really good on the racetrack together too. They're really good racers. Their dad, family orientated racing up there, but I just, it's kind of like giving Matt shit. He's like, I don't know who my rival is, and I'm like, well, the only person that you've really had an altercation with is Mike Smith. Mm-hmm. So that's your rival, bud. That's what we're going to call it. So I'm calling the Fets. So Colby moves up.
Yeah, I would say Colby was probably not really more of a, I don't know. He always seemed more aggressive than Alec, which Alec's aggressive too, but Colby you would be like, there ain't enough room for him if you're beside him, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, he's there, I guess now. So, but yeah, now that he moved up, now it's just you got to worry about Alec, and if you start ahead of him, you're just like, all right, I got to get to the front, and we can have no yellows, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, when's he coming?
Yeah.
Right. We've seen the Fets race up there, at Algona for years. I think Drew still hops in a car every once in a while.
Yep.
Great racers. Cool to see Colby make that jump up. They're the modified. Had some good runs. I mean, it's pretty humbling moving up to a modified. I mean, is there a modified jump for you in the future, or are you just going to stick with the old spoiler class?
Yeah, we'll probably just stick with the old spoiler. Maybe when the kids get older, maybe get them into it, or just, I don't know. I mean, we're a pretty low budget team that I don't really ever see myself moving up, but I guess if we get onto something really big one year,
like win the lottery or something,
or that too. Or right. I always give Shane Paris. He always gives me crap about not moving up yet because
he's got a sugar mama.
Yeah, and I always tell him if I can win 10 races in a year, then I'd maybe think about it. But if I ever do that, I'm probably gonna have to lie, and we'll still be in sport mod.
Right. What about fenders? Does stock car ever trip your trigger?
I ran a stock car one time. I raced it up at Mason, like a buddy of mine, and I was very bad. And come to find out, it was down on power anyway.
Okay.
But nah, I don't. It's just the feel.
It's a different feel, isn't it? We talked about that.
You can't feel it in the stock car. You can't. It just feels like you don't have any grip.
The class too tough to tame.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you come down for practice, we're gonna have a practice to start out the year at Boone, and we're gonna have a little challenge amongst the four of us.
Wait. This is now open. Did you just open up a can of worms? Boone Speedway is going to have a practice?
I think I did.
Yeah, we are.
I'm pretty sure I did.
What?
We are doing that.
A week before the Frostbuster, we're going to have a practice. Whether...
Is this the first time this has been...
In my knowledge, yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, they're doing that shit again.
Channel.
Well, as far as we know, that we haven't had one. I don't remember ever having one. I mean, they may have had a long time ago, but
Lottie always used to. I was against it.
Yep. I know. I called
Holy moly!
Called him one day. I'm like, hey, I'm putting a practice on the schedule. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bud.
I'm like, it's been a battle
Yep.
for a long time, and he's just like, yeah, whatever you think you need to do.
You heard it first here on Watermelons and Wood Chips from the GM down on the south side.
So to close out that practice, we're going to have a little competition in the old 69 hot rod.
You guys are you're cooked.
I'm okay with that because here's the thing. It'll be a miracle if it happens. But if I catch everything just right and I can even come close to you in times, I'll be happier than hell. But I just want to see who's battling it out for last because that ass tattoo is happening.
You're going to need to tell Rod to have the cushion.
Well, we got to figure it's for the fastest guy gets to choose. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of
We
what
might
I'm
be seeing some Mighty Mouse here, folks, on the right rear of somebody.
We can set like a size limit or something. We can make deals on this.
Yeah,
but
just so you know, I'm deathly scared of this competition.
this is I can't wait. I'm so excited.
We just figured out where Cooper got a little bit of that anxiety.
Exactly.
That's right. I can't wait. Do you imagine the people that are going to come out for this? I
don't
wait.
think very many people will leave the practice that night.
So I can tell you this much. I've talked to Colton. He's got it all figured out in the scoring tower. He knows how to switch our names on your transponder. Like we're going to have this down
Well,
to the 10th.
I mean, I could possibly sweet talk. Maybe Todd or Buck, or maybe Jimmy or Jeff.
You're talking about a race.
We could go out there 4 abreast. And
Sign
I'm
me
just
up.
I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm just saying it might be a possibility, but I'm just telling you guys right now, if that does happen, I'm hitting every one of you.
Fuck. Let's go. That would be incredible. But regardless of the situation, somebody's getting a needle in their ass, and
It might cost you guys a few pit passes for that 3 or 4 lap deal, but I think it'll be totally worth it.
I bet I can make that happen.
I bet-
I'd
yeah.
probably even pay for them.
I was
wouldn't
just gonna
care.
say. I mean, if they agree to it, I'll be like, okay, I'll just here you go.
We'll it's going to be a deal. So yeah.
Wow,
So
I see, dude. You learn things here. Like we used to have these really cool meetings about what we were going to talk about and all this stuff, and I got disincluded. G and I got disincluded on this shit for like the last 2 weeks. Huh? Burgers, now the practice.
But
What's
we've
next?
done it on purpose because I wanted to see the excitement on your face. I can see it. I think you're more excited for the burgers. Maybe this practice.
This is the
deal's
best
gotta be-
picture I got. That's basically. I mean, I'm just saying. So what are your plans for 2026? What's the plans for Josh Appel in 2026? Is he going to run somewhere weekly? Just going to bounce around? Just going to hit some of them big shows? Ever since, I mean, now that you've picked up that 2 or 3 tenths, you might maybe get that win column in that 20 range instead of 18. Huh?
I'd have to. That'd be about as many races as I ran last year.
Yeah?
I think we ran like 25.
Now, how many wins did you have last year?
5, I believe. I think it was the most wins I've had.
No
this year.
shit.
Pretty
It
good
was last
percentage.
That's a good year. And going to a new car, that's always a little scary. You know, I know you ran slider cars there for quite a few years, and picked up Jake Carpenter's Rage car that I don't know why he got rid of it. It was fast.
Yeah.
He was winning races up there,
I was
but I'm
fine
glad
with
you got it.
Yeah, I was fine with getting it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, we'll be at Algona, Britt. They only have, I don't even remember how many nights they had. It was pretty limited. Then we'll probably try to go to Fort Dodge every now and then.
Yes.
Yeah, that Sunday night deal is going to be awesome. I think.
I went when, I'm pretty sure it was when Jason still had it. It would have been like 16, 17 those years. I went. I thought it was. I mean, it was fine then too. It's just it is really big, but yeah,
Well,
I'm
you heard they
excited.
you heard they
excited
shortened it.
They shrunk it or reshaped it, whatever all they did, and so we'll give that a shot every now and then. But other than that, we'll bounce around. Like last year, we went. I went up to North Dakota. They had a sport mod special in Minot, and we went up there. Went back home. Last year, they had a 2-day deal, and we got lucky and swept that whole weekend. Both nights, won the feature and heat.
Boy, that's got to be a feeling. Go home
Yeah.
and do some sweeping.
Yeah, we've actually won.
Did you pass Cam to do it?
No.
Oh.
So, I think we've tried to go back every summer, and if I remember right, the second night's always the better payout, and I think I've won it 3 years in a row now.
Spanky.
And so that's pretty cool, but then at the same time now it's like every time we go back I'm like, oh shit, I gotta do good or else everyone's gonna be like, man, you suck.
Yeah.
Right.
But we got lucky last year the first night because I was just cruising around thinking we were gonna have a yellow, and I was running like 4th, and we were getting pretty deep into it, and the top 3 were kind of gone, and I was like, oh, shit. Then they wiped each other all out. Yep.
Whatever it takes.
And
Whatever.
Gruber was there, but I think that was his first weekend in his new car. So we'll give him a pass for that one.
He's probably getting used to being outran by his old lady now.
Yeah.
I don't know. He beat her a couple times, so yeah. It's like a
Boy,
running.
what are those conversations?
It's like a
on the
running.
way
It's like a
home?
running
pillow talk.
It's like a running joke on who's got to do the dishes that night.
Doesn't sound like he's did the dishes. It sounds like he did the dishes a lot.
Did you guys see his post? Well, and this is kind of another thing we're going to talk about here in a little bit, but the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
Did you see Cam's post?
I
His
did.
car
See
sitting
my
in the
car in the
infield?
infield? Yeah.
That was
Tires
awesome.
were like slicks.
My shit was junked in the infielder. I can't remember how he said it. God,
Yeah.
that was funny.
That's what
Bringing that up, I can't believe it's taken this long, but what a wow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I missed it.
Same.
I was watching it, and when the commercial started, I just got distracted. I don't know what I was doing, but I got distracted, and then you guys sent that, and I'm like, holy shit. So then I'm back there, and I watched it probably 11 times.
So we were trying to figure out where like the footage came from, when it was, and then small world, but like one of Haley's coworkers had messaged her at work and said that his brother is the one that edited the commercial for the Jesus.org people.
That's awesome.
So it was like
Crazy.
Yeah, which is wild. So then I'm like, hey, I'm like trying to find out more information, because I'm like, nobody knows where that footage came from, because I thought it was originally maybe like Germany with Dirt Collective and stuff like that. But then Josh and I were on the phone together today, and we're both like looking, like zooming in on the picture and stuff. It's like, it's not Super Nationals, because you can see the stuff in the background.
Brian Ziem did, or somebody commented about it being the best class.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Because
then
the picture is the mod lights on
and-
Fresh Farm.
and then they also said hashtag no more Fresh Farm.
Uh-huh.
Might be something.
Yeah. But then what did we theorize today? It was 2019 probably is what
19,
it looked like.
Oh,
Because
really?
the old tower, so the old deal on top of the
You start
tower.
looking at the things around the racetrack, and I
Yeah.
could see like which billboards were up.
The old Boone Speedway sign.
And then
and
the
3.
thing that kind of gave it away was the old about lost the Sandlot picture back here, bud.
Whoa.
That's been that way for a year. Why did it do that?
She, just,
Who's standing there?
she tried to take a tumble.
The Sandlot picture about fell
Yeah,
over.
but push that in the forehead, will you, Josh, and set her back, will you? Oh, your cord.
It doesn't want to stick. Oh, here. There. It's like barely.
that was kind of creepy.
Somebody's standing over there. I don't know.
Well,
Because
we
you were
talked
talking about moving them.
Yep, we talked
Yeah.
about moving them and adding, and they said no.
Yeah.
We can't move. Something did,
Fair.
but yeah, we kind of figured out. I
'Cause
think
the-
1918 somewhere.
The side by side was in the infield. The old Hicklin one in the year that I had that was 2019, I believe. So yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
So we're
wild.
still
A lot
trying
of
to figure
people
out.
seen it though.
So
I seen
I-
a lot of people post on Facebook
ton
about
of
it.
people.
Yeah,
and
even in the Boone community page.
Yeah.
and a whole bunch of stuff.
I talked to Kathy on the phone, and I told her, I was talking to Cody, and we kind of theorized maybe Barry sold it before he went to prison.
He might have sold it for a bag of chips. Bag of chips and
You know?
2 cakes. I'll give you guys this 13-second video.
He's holding on to whatever he can at this point. But and he was gone. Man, no, he was still around. That was his last year at Boone, I believe. It was my first year. That was
it?
2019.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yep. So, hey, this could get legs.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh, that is. You're right.
Who does?
It's the same damn video, Morgan Wallen, in one of his music videos. Yes, I forgot all about that.
I just became a Morgan Wallen fan.
It's
in
the
that.
same. Did it do it again? It did. Well, we're just gonna leave it because it wants to come down.
that's creepy.
Dude, I'm telling you, look at the dust on it. Nobody's touched it.
Nope. It's got fingerprints on it now, and those are for me.
Weird.
So yeah, that was kind of wild. And then since we're talking about the Super Bowl, and we had the whole payout talk last week and all that, I did a little math, did a little I get excited about
Yeah, we're
spreadsheets
spoiled.
and stuff, right?
I mean, yeah, these guys, yeah.
So an average ticket for the Super Bowl is $7,500. The seating capacity, the official capacity was 70,823 fans, which comes out to $531 million in ticket revenue alone.
For 60 minutes.
For one game. And a long halftime show that I should probably not comment on.
The grass was cool.
It was.
I didn't know that they were people.
A lot of work went into that.
Oh,
and
man.
the actual performance itself was really cool.
Right.
I just didn't understand any of it, which is not. I don't care. That part didn't matter. It was a show. They had an actual wedding. Those people actually got married.
What do you think that cost? That's not in the revenue thing here.
That's on the side. Roger Goodell pocketed that.
I guaranteed it. And you know what's crazy about that? That is just tickets to get in.
Only. And that is an average. You never know what some people actually had to pay for some of those seats.
So I've seen on TikTok, they've been doing some videos at the stadium or whatever, and they had $180 hamburger.
Holy shit.
Now, I mean, don't get me wrong.
We're not going to have that at the Boone Speedway.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it was it was
pretty big.
I mean, it was like a burger like this big.
It was like a volcano burger or something.
Yeah, it was it was supposed to feed 4, but I'm still thinking $180 on 4. I'm like,
that's still not good. Yeah, that's a lot.
Damn. That burger better be juicy for 180.
Big time.
But then they were asking people too about tickets, and there were some people that were this one gal spent $50,000 on tickets. $50,000. I'm thinking, and she wasn't very good looking, so I'm like, well, she's got an OnlyFans guaranteed. She's doing weird shit. But right on, she's at the game. Cool, But it's just that to put that into perspective, I mean, that's insane.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money just for, and okay, so your ticket, not only your flight, your stay, because you're not going anywhere after
Exactly.
the game.
No.
I mean,
No, that's a $20,000 trip.
But I mean, think about that. Like $20,000 for Josh Appel's program. He's running 2 seasons or more, and traveling.
We're getting a couple open motors.
Right. We can run on the 4th of July because we're going to blow up.
We'll have another motor ready.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a budget, but holy smolies.
Well, you said it best last week. Everything's expensive. Pick your poison.
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little too expensive.
That's pretty wild.
That's pretty wild.
Well, and to, right there, to what kind of passion people have for the sport. Mm-hmm. It says a lot.
Yep.
About what it's done. And, I seen this thing. I don't know if you guys do the NFL betting stuff.
I
like
haven't.
the parlays and all that crap. Sam Darnold had to get, there was a bet that he had to get 5.5 rushing yards. He has 11 the entire game. And then they do this handoff, and it was like he just lost oxygen to his brain and ran back 6 yards and fell down, so he only got 5 yards.
Mm-hmm. So it was a bad beat. Yeah.
But it was like
That's the worst.
there was 2 minutes and 14 seconds left, so they were probably like, breaker one, we need you to lose 6 here, come on. And that's exactly what happened. Like all you had to do was hand the football off.
We wonder about that all the time. Carson and I will be watching games, and when something inconsequential happens at the end of a game that changes the score, our first thought, Carson will be like, I'm checking the line, because there'll be a field goal and a team's down by 11. The game's over. You have oh wait, but the line was 9. And so when that changes at the end, that bad beat, that there are people everywhere that jump off a damn building because of that shit.
I know.
It's
There's
wild.
There's people that jump off buildings when you guys make bad calls.
This is true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or fall off trailers, or I know what you mean.
Right.
Yep.
But crazy though
Yeah.
to think. I mean, and I don't know, but I'm sure that's not the case. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at throwing my race parties, and I fumble the most important part of the goddamn thing. I left the list at home.
Coincidences. They do happen.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Not with you guys though at the racetrack. Ask anybody.
No, we pretty much have it all planned out.
Yeah.
Speaking of-
It's like WWE. You just don't know it.
Oh, right. Oh, you don't
Thanks,
have no
Vince.
idea. Hey, my best friend in the whole world, he owns a wrestling company, a professional wrestling company. He writes the storylines.
Really?
And I'm
Yes.
telling you.
Seth Rollins wrestled for him.
Yes,
back
he
in the
did.
day.
No shit.
Yes. So now Seth's like on
He
top
just
of the
went
world.
up like 30 freaking cool points, man.
We're
That's
gonna
so
have to go.
cool.
We'll go to one sometime.
No.
Dude,
I'll be in the ring.
you'll freak out.
Don't even. I'll pre-cut before I get there.
I'll get you in the ring.
So we can,
I'm serious. I can get you in the ring. Afterwards,
Jonathan,
I'll do the
Jonathan
Bruce Buffer
Diffin-
thing. I tried it last Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I want to get you. I want you to run the ropes. I just want to take video of you at the end. Run the ropes. It'd be
We're
awesome.
I'll let you frog splash me. You
But
can-
he writes storylines. He does all this stuff. So I'm telling you,
That is cool.
we could do something
That's
like that.
cool.
Yep. So what's the other storyline we haven't wrote yet? Is who our next breakout star is in IMCA racing.
Oh yeah, so Elmquist towing question of the week. We've talked about going there about 4 times. Was who's the next dominant or breakout racer in IMCA racing? Again,
Hands down.
it just popped off
It did.
fast.
It took off.
But hands down, the number one answer from the Family Feud crowd was Mike Smith.
And I'd like to say it's because he's been on the podcast. But so since Josh hadn't been
It
on
could
it
be
yet,
Josh Appel. I
It
mean, he had
very well
his
could be.
most outstanding season last
Right.
year with 5 wins.
I beat Mike a couple times, I think.
All right.
He picked up 3/10, like I mentioned earlier, just by coming
It
down
was
to our
2 to
shop.
start, but now it's 3.
It's growing.
Well, yeah, because I just seen how big the sticker was, but it's worth 3 for
yeah.
sure.
All right. Well, did you hear that in his voice though? I beat Mike Smith.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Confident.
I like it.
I don't remember. Might have only been once.
I like it. We had quite a few.
You know, Mike Smith. I mean, that's just kind of a. I looked on there. I couldn't believe how quickly. It's awesome that you guys respond to that so quickly. Everybody that's listening to the show. But man, I got on there and it was on for like 45 or an hour or whatever, and there was already 36 comments on it. And I'm like looking through there and I'm like, oh geez, Mike Smith's merchandise just went up 25%.
Probably getting his own trailer at this point.
You know, like, and he is going to be. I mean, I already feel like he kind of broke out just last year, winning 2-track championships, winning Rookie of the Year.
Dude had probably some of the most speed out of anybody I've seen go from a hobby stock or even a stock car into an open wheel car, and he just took to it. Like, I know he had nights, he had some spin outs, he didn't make an A.
You kind of loaded it up. I mean, I like you loaded it up because it's like, I mean, there's a lot of people that commented that race in every class. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like, because you could say, yeah, Mike Smith might be the breakout driver in the sport mod class, or this Tyler Johnson. I just learned of this Tyler Johnson by watching down. I hear that he might be trying to sweet talk his old man into coming up here. You know, then you know, Colby Fett, Kalen Lopez in the modifieds, Jake McBurney, Jake Sacco. I already feel like Jake Sacco's already had his, but he's
pretty close to the peak.
I mean, when you go and you win Super Nationals, you're a 2-time winner now. You know, there's only two people that have done that. That's kind of a breakout thing. You know, I mean, he dominated that. He won the race champions. He won a ton of other shows too, you know. And no, Jake, that's not a jab on you. I'm just saying, like, I took that question as like, for instance, the Cameron Starry. I do know that Cameron is going to come up here and race this summer a little bit. I don't know how much. I just heard that, and watching that kid, he's young. He's a little kind of like how my dad said, you know, he's young. He's not cocky, but he's a little cocky, like when he needs to be, but like, and
Well,
it's
you gotta
not.
have, if you don't have confidence in yourself,
Absolutely.
in your program, in your race,
I
team,
love
like,
it.
Yeah,
I've never met him, and I'm
Right.
a fan.
Right.
And then I know somebody that knows him and knows a little bit of his background, and that just makes me even more of a fan. He's a pretty clean racer, but he'll also rub me. I'll rub you. You know, so great question, but
Yeah.
you also loaded it up a little bit, which I like that because,
sure.
but Mike Smith dominated that.
He did. And that Starry, I got to say, you know what his car number is, don't you?
Yeah, we know you're
That's
partial.
what I thought. I'm a fan. So.
But really, though, too, it's like, okay, everybody has years that go up and down, up and down. The people that have been doing it for a long time, and we've had that. My breakout years were 2019, 2020, and 2021. I've sucked, basically.
Your name was in there, by the way.
Did you see that? My favorite fan.
Yeah.
Chris.
But it was in there.
And I do agree, Chris. We're coming out strong this year, baby.
Hey, it could happen.
It could happen. You
It
never
very
know.
well could. Yeah, it was a good question.
Who do you guys think? I think my standout driver that I think I'm gonna have to say Cameron Starr, even though Cameron, you come up here, bud, and want to get come to Boone. I'll rub you. I'm just saying, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's who I'm. I watch stock car class a little more than I watch all of them, but the modified class. Who? I'm trying to think. Isaac Malacote. He's been climbing and climbing and climbing. He's had success outside of Boone Speedway, just out of this area, and is he the next modified guy? People said Dylan and Dallin and stuff like that, but they've had their time.
Yeah, they were just showing Dallin on the World of Outlaws. On TV,
he's doing his his right now.
He's broke out.
Yes.
Yeah, he's broke out. But yeah, I don't really know. And it could be somebody that's been in the class for a while that has just started to kind of ramp things up. Like you said, Isaac has been in the mod class for a while, but just starting to finally get his foothold in that deal. Mike, same deal with him. He could have another good year and then just take off. Jeremy
Mills, prime example.
Right.
How long did he race? And he had a breakout year, in my opinion, last year.
100%.
You know what I mean? Who do you think, Josh? Who do you race with that you traveled around? You spoke that you traveled around some places. Who do you see that in your area that is the up and coming?
I don't know. I really don't got time to watch a whole lot of races. I had to go back and look at results just to see who won the class. So yeah, it's hard to say.
Thank you, MRP, for that, because it's a great tool.
An IMCA TV with the replays, but yeah, I don't watch enough that I couldn't even tell you half the people that win on most nights that we're racing. And Mike, you wouldn't have guessed that he came from a hobby stock to a sport mod that right. quick. He picked it up like it was nothing.
Yeah.
You get old topless Joe healed up from that snowmobile accident.
Hey.
Who knows?
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I seen him the other day in town. He Snapchatted me. He was picking up a pizza.
How's he looking?
I seen him driving, and he sent me a Snapchat. Figured I better stop in. I'm like, well, thanks for the call, Dick.
Yeah, no shit.
I would have stopped in. He's like, well, and then I seen, did his old lady get some pickup or something? Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't. Somebody said he was out west, recently.
Yeah, just a few days ago or something like that. And there was a pickup, I think, with his little side job's face right on the side of it. I'm like, wow.
That trim.
He must be in. That mustache is doing him lots of good.
That trim is powerful.
I didn't know Matt. He hasn't been racing that long either.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know that until I listened to the last podcast.
And same thing, Matt. He's not that he's had he's won big races,
right?
And really, what are you defining, Cody, as a breakout season? Are you talking 10 wins? Are you talking a couple championships?
It's hard to say,
right?
But when you start to see somebody running up front all the time and picking up wins and being consistent up front, that normally wasn't or is new to the class, I guess I would call that a breakout.
Yeah, I never heard of that Johnson kid until watching the Arizona.
He was quick.
And every night, other than I think the one that he was in a wreck. But he had to be top 4 every night.
Well, and see, it's going to be cool to see Pace Sahara, coming up here. I know I murdered that Jeep. Suck it. But he's coming up here and he's got that stock car deal going with, what's that guy's name? The guy that owns that stock car. Jerry Shipper.
Oh,
Shipper.
Yeah.
Cool thing that Jerry done that. He done that with Taylor Cool. Moved on to the Pace deal. And, I Pace is in that growing pain stage of traveling around and doing it and working his ass off, and maybe it's a Pace year. Who knows? That was a very, very good question. I wasn't included in on that too, so I'm a little pissed about that. But very good question for sure.
I'm going to go a couple different routes on that. So for the modified deal for me, the one that stuck out in my head wasn't so much like for regular season stuff, but I think Super Nationals, he's going to come out. And I think winning the stock cars last year is going to do it. And I think it's going to be Jake. I think I could see him putting together, and this isn't a knock on Jake, but putting together that 40-lap show in the mods. You know what I mean? Like, he's fast as hell, and it's just like he's just got to figure that whole thing out. And I think this is the year he does it. And then another one, this one's way off the wall, but in the stock cars, Dayton Ulrich. His dad, Chris, used to race, and Dayton picked up the hobby stock, and last year he knocked off a few wins, and now he's in a stock car. So I'll be interested to see what he does in that stock car. And I know his dad was lightning fast in a stock car back in the day. So
yeah, I remember up at the Beaver. He was always in that area. He was always good.
And Chris holds the distinction at Boone. He was the last promoter claimed car.
Chris Ulrich?
Yes.
The
01U?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, great family. And in Arizona, yes, I forgot about him.
Yep. Dayton.
He ran good. He got upside down there.
He had some moments. Right. But he showed a little speed, and it made me wonder when he gets here and he's on some tracks he's used to, I think we could see some good stuff out of him. So I'll be interested to see how that goes.
Yeah.
The Jammer wouldn't be bad to see in a mod, but I don't know. Do you know is he even going to run it? I just remember.
Okay, I'm going to expose him.
I just remember
because
he's always seeing it.
He's always, farting with me. But Jam Jim hanging up the open wheel and going to run fender car all year.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
We built him that brand new. He ran that one of our brand new cars at the Harvest Hustle there, and on one of the new frames. And sorry, Jim and Mo, if I wasn't supposed to expose that, but I think a lot of people know. Jimmy, I think that the modified class, and I mean, he just raced it at Boone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I haven't seen Jimmy smile as much as I've seen Jim smile. Not just because he's, when he got the stock car, he had a Terminator first, and then had a lot of fun, and he started having fun again, going to the racetrack, and then all of a sudden he started having some major success with that stock car, and then got upside down at Super Nationals. And you guys know how, if you know Jimmy like I know Jimmy, he's the most passionate person about racing and cares, wants to put a show on for the fans, and that really just rained him out when he rolled that. I tried giving him my car to race the rest of the week, and that's just not how Jimmy is. I should have known better, because when he junked his cars before when he was racing and my dad had a car, my dad would always like, hey, take my car, and he'd race like a pussy because it was dad's car and he didn't want to wreck it, know. But if it was Jim's car, it's like we're ripping the deck out, the roof off, maybe a header, like whatever it takes.
Gotta go.
But I'm super excited because he's not going to be focused on 2 race cars. He's going to be focused on stock car and help, make our rage cars better than what they are now. So it could be a standout year, but I'm not going to let that happen, even though he kicked my ass all the time last year, but I'm repping him this year. I don't care.
All right. This is why we got to get that competition done at practice.
Right.
There might not be anything left.
There might not
right.
be nothing left.
Well, let's move on to. That's what I was trying to figure out, which one was which.
The new segment.
Yeah. So we had teased it on the last one about the voicemails. So Josh has a bat phone that goes straight to Boone Speedway's voicemail. So we
that's what that is.
That's the bat phone right here.
That's the Boone Speedway phone.
This is the Boone Speedway
phone. Can I have
phone.
that for a week? I would love to answer that thing.
I will have to deny
channel.
that.
Yeah. Gee, that's where it all is.
It's the secret channel right here.
So we had, the first one. Well, we had a couple during Super Nationals that we saved that were pretty funny, and then, we had that voicemail come in from Jay Van, announcer extraordinaire, about getting on the podcast.
Which I think we got some more coming, by the way, and that son of a bitch is ringing right now. I didn't even do this.
Let me answer it.
Oh, they hung up.
Nope. That is really weird. How that just.
Yep.
It's kind of like the pitcher falling down. It's weird shit going on in here tonight.
If it
on
stands
this
back
Tuesday.
up, it'll be time to go home.
No kidding.
But so we're gonna try and do, if you guys call into the Boone Speedway line and leave a voicemail, we'll try to play some good ones.
We're going to have G put the number on the screen right now. Somehow you're going to put it on there. I don't know how. You can do that, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, but this one I want to play is gonna be anonymous.
Yes.
Yeah. So this.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea. It is 515-822-3553.
I mean, yeah, we know it's not a Boone number, which, I mean, why would it be?
Of course not.
But that is the phone number.
That is the Boone Speedway phone number. And now that Jonathan has it, he'll have the right one. Next time he has to call.
Right. No shit.
So yeah.
So
Anonymous.
this one was one of our favorite ones from Super Nationals, and Jonathan, I don't know if Jonathan's heard this yet or not,
I
but
don't
it's,
think so.
it's pretty good. So
One more thing that I wasn't included on.
yeah. Well, we didn't even know about it until Josh sent it to me, and he's like, "You're gonna die at this."
Yep.
So,
I'm just gonna hold it up, right? So we'll have a new
can't
board
even
that we
take-
can plug this thing in next time. But yeah, this is
this is our voicemail of the week that came to us during the week of Super Nationals. So let's see if we can get this bad boy dialed up here real quick.
What time do you guys stop racing? I got to go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. And you guys are very loud. I know it's all about money, but damn it. Do you have any sense of discipline and courtesy? No, you don't. It's about money.
that's the first one.
So these are the gems that get sent into the bat phone.
Helen was pissed. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, and we sympathize, right? Like, we understand that people do have to work during that week, but you got to give us a little. It's a give and take during the week of Super Nationals. But yeah, this is the stuff that Josh gets on his burner phone quite often, because there's ones that he sends me, and I'm like, I don't know what that guy said. I can't tell you what he said at all.
Just so happens I got one yesterday. I wasn't even going to do this, but I might as well. Hopefully it'll play.
We're not incriminating anybody here, are we?
No,
All right.
no. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Saif, calling you from Safety Clean. I'm calling you in regard to the account. That is Boone Speedway. The account number is DO27644. This account has one positive invoice from Safety Clean. Invoice number is 98564148. Outstanding balance is $403.82, and this invoice is 16 days old. I'm calling to know.
It goes on for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I don't.
Wait, did you turn the Super Bowl back on? Or what? Golly. It almost sounded like the clerk off The Simpsons.
Abu.
So we apparently owe somebody $403,
Yes.
but we don't know who it is or where
Right.
what it's
And we
going
just have to log into a
Wait.
certain website and pay it.
Was that what you guys were supposed to send to Bannister and Lynch for the damaged headset?
Oh,
could've
man.
been.
That's what it was.
That could be the representative for that.
Damn it. I just missed out on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lesson learned, I guess.
I cannot. I mean, so do you guys respond to those?
Very few.
Why is that?
When I have one that's legit, I will forward it to Cody. Because we do have people reach out for legitimate things. We have businesses reach out that are looking for donations for different stuff, and so we do have some legitimate ones. But then we have some ones that are a little. I think we had a guy that called the wrong number and left a long message about his granddaughter.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that one's in there too.
Turning 21 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna go get her first drinks and.
Yeah.
Hey, just real quick, I'm just saying, like, Dallin Murdy's leading the late model race right now.
Are you serious?
I'm not even shitting you.
Is this a feature?
No, it's a heat race.
Okay.
But
regardless,
still,
wow, look at him go.
Second night in that Skyline deal. Kudos to the Bruning family for doing that. That's awesome.
So he's having a breakout race right now.
He's having a breakout race right now. But so, what is the response? Like, I mean, how do you call Helen and apologize about her, being late, getting up at 3:00 in the morning?
Yeah, we just let that one ride. Didn't really respond much to it. Basically passed it back and forth and said, check this out. But yeah, I mean, people, for the
there
most
again,
part.
the number is 515-822-3553. Ask for Josh.
Yes, you've heard it. You've heard it here. But yes, leave us. You can be an anonymous voicemail. It can be something that's legit, something you really want to talk about. But the best one is going to win a prize, and I think it might look a little something like this. We might have a flying electrician koozie laying around that could be a prize. You never know.
We might get a video of somebody burning that after they win it.
Well, it depends. If Jerry does leave a really good voicemail,
true,
and he wins.
We're true. That's pretty wild. I wondered, when we talked about that prior, I wondered how many voicemails you guys actually got about just informational or negative. Do you ever get positive ones?
Every once in a great once in a while. Sometimes.
So no.
So we do. They can text the phone too. So that's the other thing that we have the ability with this one is we can get text messages too. So if you want to send a text that's an ass kicker, I guess maybe we could.
You can text them when they dock you a couple spots,
right?
A couple rows under yellow.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you carry the burner phone during the show?
So during the shows, it's Kristen or Angie will have it. So they carry it so they can answer it.
Kristen.
In case something's going on. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It keeps us busy. So yeah, and this thing might grow legs too.
I was just gonna say, you guys might have just opened up. I mean, there might be voice changers. There might be kids. There could be
Hey, voicemail
people from Australia.
Voicemail of the week.
Oh.
What the hell?
Well, good thing he's got that with it during the week.
Right.
I can't wait till Angie's working for me.
Yeah,
she gets
right. By the way, Mom did just text. We forgot to talk about that.
Yeah, we did.
Mom just texted me and said, please tell me everything was okay. So
it wasn't okay, Michelle. It was awesome, by the way.
Yeah, Mama Michelle cooked us up some bacon-wrapped meatballs and Oreo fluff. And they were like smoked candied nuts.
Yes.
Did your mom smoke the nuts or did your dad smoke the nuts?
Honestly, I don't know.
Because I seen a Snapchat of him filling up the deer feeder the other night.
Yeah, oh God.
Is that what we were
Belly
eating?
hanging. That deer feeder, man. He's just all in on that. He's like John with the ducks.
I was just gonna say I can relate to it because my dad's got these ducks out here and it's a thing.
Yeah, it's like,
look what we got to look forward to in a few years. Feeding the animals.
Yeah, Michelle's smoked nuts are pretty incredible. Pretty good.
Excellent job on it. The fluff, all of it was great. And I'm not even a meatball guy, but it had bacon and there were barbecue sauce and it was like mushy and it was so good.
Real good.
It was good.
Yeah. So if anybody else wants to help cater into the show, call Josh at 515-822-3553.
Yeah, that could win voicemail of the week if you're feeding us, I guess.
But on that note, Josh, we do thank you for coming up and hanging out with us, man. Like I said, you probably didn't know what you were getting into, but we do appreciate hearing your story and hopefully we get you more than 5 wins this year.
Right.
Yeah.
And a couple of them better be at the Boone Speedway.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'd take 6 or 7 or
Okay.
even more than that. I appreciate you guys having me on here. It's a good time.
Yeah, so Josh is our guest tonight. We already know who our next ones are. You guys want to tease that? This is a big one.
Well, they're pissed off.
What? Why?
They got a lot to say.
Oh, well, you're right about that.
They're not pissed. Rod just looks pissed all the time.
They're not pissed, but I tell you, Rod was yucking it up over here the other night. Angie even said, "Man, Rod was talkative." I said, "Yeah."
Well, we weren't at the racetrack.
Sure.
Right.
Nobody. There wasn't. I don't know how many people watching what he was doing in his white sunglasses.
Right. Oh, I got to text Sarah. He needs to have them.
Yeah,
Right.
On the show.
Right.
Yeah. So Rod, Sarah, and Hank are on the next one,
Yep.
talking about behind the scenes track stuff. They probably have a collective 80 years
Maybe
between
more.
all of them.
Long time. I mean, hell, I think Sarah and Rod alone are 30 plus each.
Right.
So
Yeah,
lot
plus
of
Hank.
years working at the racetracks all over the place, following Lottie around, and we're looking forward to this one. It'll be a good one, and be a little round table. We'll have a little different setup.
With Hank here and me here, it's going to be smoky.
Can't wait.
I'm just saying.
Can't wait.
But on that note, we do want to thank everybody that continues to support our show. Obviously, Central Iowa Diesel Performance for sticking with us and making this possible and helping us progress. Every week. Elmquist Towing, Jake and the gang over there do a fantastic job, and it's awesome to have them a part of the show. Obviously, Logue Fab, P1P. We got to throw those in there because we're in here, but we have a lot of other people that have joined the show along the way, and with Weir's Machine and whether or not Adobe Lounge, and it's pretty awesome to see that. And we've been getting a lot of phone calls and like, hey, how can we bring food to the show? How can we do this or that? It's been pretty awesome.
I was at Fairway yesterday, and this kid he's 16 years old. He just bought a race car.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And we were in line checking out, and he goes, "Are you Jonathan Logue?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I listen to the podcast, blah, blah." And then that was all we talked about the whole time he was carrying my groceries out,
That's awesome.
I'm like, "How long you worked here?" "Oh, like 4 months." I'm like, "Oh, right on," And then he's like, "I just bought a sport mod." And his name was Dominic? No, that was the other guy. That was the week before. I would have remembered that because he spelled his name different. But it was this young kid, and I'm just like, man, that's another youngin in the sport.
Right. That's awesome. But like I said, I don't think I have anything else. Do you got anything else? No, he's checking voicemails on the burner.
He just got a text message already. We're not even live.
I think I've got an email in here from Dominic. I'm not joking, talking about racing, but I can't find it. So
that's
we'll
awesome.
see.
Well, we'll wrap this one up. Want to thank Josh for sticking around with us, and he's got to drive his rig back up. And
that's a short drive. We
yeah,
went over this.
Yeah, it's not that far anymore.
Easy drive.
But Jonathan Logue, as always, thanks for letting us use your setup here. Josh Reynolds, the GM. I'm Cody Malico. We do thank you guys for continuing to support us. You've been watching Watermelons and Woodchips. We'll see you guys next week.